Let's go, Mr. Miles. Time's wasting.
Alright, welcome. Hi everybody, welcome back to Assassin's Creed. It has been a long time since we have been in this game here. We're looking back. Oh,
Where's Lucy?
Oh, don't worry. She'll be with us soon enough.
So why are you doing all this, Doc? What are you hoping to accomplish?
You turned the television on lately? Read the newspaper?
Never cared much for that stuff.
Then let me sum it up for you. The world's a mess. It's pathetic, really. You've seen it firsthand yourself. 1,000 years between you and your ancestor, and society remains just as barbaric, just as stupid.
And your point is...
Order, Mr. Miles. The world needs order. That is what we're working towards, and that is what you're helping us to achieve.
You expect me to believe you're building a better tomorrow?
That's exactly what we're doing. The human race calls out for direction. They want to know why they're here, what they're meant to do. Well, we're going to tell them. And once they understand how to live their lives, everything will be better.
Better how?
An end to all conflicts, large and small. Isn't that what you assassins strive for? Peace in all things?
I told you, I'm not an assassin.
Right.
I still don't see where I fit into things.
In time, Mr. Miles. In time, you'll understand. Or you won't. I don't care either way, as long as you show us where it is.
Where what is?
Sorry I'm late.
Yes, we are.
interesting. Well, as I was saying, I am glad to be back, guys. Can't wait to get back into Assassin's Creed. And a recap, last time we killed our first guy in Darmassus. This time we're going to go and report to our sensei about what we've done, and we'll see what our next mission is. I'm excited to be back, guys, and I can't wait to continue recording. So we'll jump right on in.
You've done well, Altair, and I'm confident that this is but the first of many successes.
Tamir spoke as if he knew you well. He implied my work had a larger meaning.
Significance comes not from a single act, but the context within which it is performed. The consequences born of it.
Then is there more I need to know?
Altair, your greatest failure was born of knowing too much. If I choose to withhold information, it is only to ensure you do not make the same mistake a second time.
I see.
No, you don't. And it will remain this way until you've learned your lesson. Still, you have performed competently, and as such I restore a rank and will return a piece of your equipment. Go now, either to Acre or Jerusalem. There are men in both cities who require your attention. The Bureau leaders can tell you more about what needs to be done.
Alright. Ooh, we get a short sword back this time, guys. Looks exciting. And we get the counter kill, which might, if I recall, makes this game really broken. Now, I'm gonna have to show you guys something that I cut out last time we started off, and it's this little training session.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield a blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know.
So every time we come back and restore a rank and learn something else, we have to go and do one of these practice fights so you learn how to do the ability correctly. And the counter, as you can see right there, if done on any of the enemies, it basically kills them. Which, in my opinion, makes this game slightly broken for combat, but it makes it really easy. So yeah, you have to go, exit the game, or not exit the game, exit the practice ring, and then you can be off to your next mission. And in our next mission, we have actually 2 different areas we can now go to. We have Jerusalem, and we also have Arsis. Now I'll be going to Arsis first, because I'm pretty sure that's the way the game intends you to do it, and it's also the way like I did it when I first got the game. And there's a huge story about Jerusalem. I don't remember if I told you guys before, but if I haven't, I'll definitely get into why I do Jerusalem 3rd. So here in Maslif, or Maslif, I think it's Maslif. To me, it just becomes like, oh, you turn in your things and you have to run all the way to the gate to get to the next area to start with. So we'll giddy up on our horse right here and head off to Arsis. And just so you guys know, I had recorded this video a long time ago when I was first coming out with the series. Never got around to editing it. School caught up with me and everything. And I'm currently not doing live audio. I'm doing it post-recording, post-play. And I had listened to the audio I had recorded for it, and it was terrible. I was half asleep, yawning through half of it, just terrible. And after I had done that video, actually I had thought of something else I wanted to do in these in-between episodes, in-between areas, as we go into like the overworld or the connecting world that connects Maslif to Jerusalem to Arsis to Darmassus. And that is to talk about the last kill that we just did. And that'd be the kill that was on the black market merchant. Right here I'm bringing up the map to show you that all the areas are open now to us, and we'll be going to this viewpoint right here on our way to Arsis. But anyway, I just want to talk about the black merchant a little bit. Give more my opinion on him. Sorry, because that's a very big point in this game for me. Is just how different their views are compared to the assassins. And you know, all these people that we're going to be killing, if I recall correctly, are Templars, or are working for the Templar Order. And so, if you recall, the black market merchant, he's working through, and he's going and producing weapons, and having people produce weapons for him for, obviously, the army of the Templars. And some quick notes before I go on with that. Yes, I seen the recording that I missed a flag right there on the corner, but I was being chased by guards. Second, one of my favorite ways to escape guards, especially when I'm going towards a vantage point, is just to climb up the vantage point, synchronize, and jump off. 95% of the time, they don't realize that you've jumped right in front of them. So as you jump off, you land in the hay and you can just hide. And sometimes they'll throw stones at you. There will be archers in the game later on, and they can knock you off, but that rarely happens. See, as you can see here, I'm hiding in the hay. No one sees where I'm at. And go ahead and mark the next viewpoint. When you're in the hay under suspicion, I don't know if I noted it before, but you can't come out until all your suspicion is cleared. So we'll just go ahead, get up on this horse right here, and head off to our next vantage point on our way to Arsis. And I think there's a Templar right here, which is why I was going slow. So we're gonna go jump on the roof, horse on the roof, horse on the roof, and of course I get stuck. So I'll just abandon this horse and steal that brown one and head off. There's times when if you run your horse fast enough, you can outrun the guards, and they won't be chasing you anymore. You'll actually go back to incognito mode. But normally I just run away in the overworld, this overworld area that is, to my point-to-point thing. But that's all I'm going to know about the overworld and the guards and stuff. It's really easy just to navigate stuff. It might get a little difficult if you're collecting flags and stuff, but other than that, it's pretty simple. Just go from point to point till you reach your next destination. But back on to the to my talk about the black merchant. Everyone has their own viewpoint of the story, and if you recall in our last video, he was talking about how the Templars are the ones that are doing good, and that the assassins are the ones that are messing everything up. And you know, that's just like how any argument is, how any war is, in my opinion. That there's always two sides of everything, and each side believes that they are doing what is right for all the people. You have the assassins who think that, what do they think exactly? We'll just have to find out, I assume. Because, I mean, I don't want to do any spoilers exactly of what I think in here. I'm trying to kill a guard from the hay. Oh, nothing to see here. I'm just gonna go ahead and take your horse. Later, guys. But, the Templars, they believe that, you know, they need a governing force, and that the current government right now needs to be overthrown, and they're just doing what they think is best. The assassins are obviously, in their opinion, completely against them. They don't want any of the same ideals, and that's why they're in complete war against each other. And you can see that you have all these army guys roaming this, or not army guys, they're called soldiers, roaming the foothills, and none of them are on the assassin side. So I think that the Templars are like, they're for government. They've infiltrated the government maybe, or they've got people who agree with them in government, and that's why, you know, you have all these soldiers about who all believe in the idea like these assassins are not up to any good. But we'll just see as the story plays out how each different Templar that we're meant to assassinate as Altair, what their viewpoint on their story is. I mean, like the Black Merchant said, and Altair repeated at the beginning of this episode to his mentors, like, there's a bigger picture. And obviously, as playing as Altair, you only see snippets of it, one assassination at a time. You never really see the big picture until the end. And, you know, the Templars, they see the big picture already, because they're all working together. There's 9 of them working together, so they know what their goal is. But as we saw, our masters hiding information from us again, because knowing too much was our downfall. So hopefully we'll get to explore that more as we go throughout the rest of the game, instead of just doing all the missions, and try and see really a deeper meaning behind what's going on here. Not trying to put words into developers' mouths. That's what I'm going to try not to do. I'm just going to try and express the opinions of how I have viewed the game, how I've played through it. And on that note, we have arrived at Arsis right here. Get a viewpoint of the city gates every time you come to a new place, and your objective, like last time, is to find your way in. Here you can save a citizen. I'm not going to go ahead and do that, and what I'm going to try and do first is sneak in using the same tactic we used last time without a group of people, and we'll see if this works right here. It's a little tedious, but it was something I was like, I might as well go ahead and try this, see if this works. And
What is it now?
nope, doesn't work. Completely denied. And it's weird because you see on their chest is emblazoned the sigil. Sigil's the word I think I'm looking for, of the Templars. And they just pushed you away because you look like a scholar. So it's very weird, I think, that you similarly dress as a priest or part of the church, but no one notices you, even though you've got like a sword at your belt, a short sword on your back. And so that's just something. But we'll go ahead and go to this first viewpoint of the city, and that's how we'll conclude the video right here. There's nothing to see here. Just climbing a building. Carry on, carry on. Now, I don't know if you pick Arsis first or Jerusalem first, if the archers on the roof come up, but I know since I've always played Arsis first, that archers appear on the roof from here on out, and it's actually it's a key thing in the city about the archers on the roof. and we'll explore that more later. But we have gained the first viewpoint, and as you can see there are 2 different memory blocks, one representing Arsus, which is the first one, and the second one which will represent all of our stuff to do in Jerusalem. So, go ahead and open the map here in a second. Where to? Okay, I'm just gonna hide. Anyway, there we go, open the map. So next time we'll go ahead and go off to the Bureau to get our mission to see who our assassination target is, and we'll be hitting these viewpoints in between. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Assassin's Creed. I'm really happy to be back, and until next time guys, see ya.